Kirtika, I've been imagining.
Ratnesh, what have you been imagining?
I've been imagining how would it be if our young generation was to design their own life. They decide what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. They decide their interests, you mean?
Yeah, they decide their interests. They decide how do they take their interests forward into, let's say, profession, or how do they deep dive into it. How do they go to the path that they want to go to.
Yeah, but doing it all alone?
No. Imagine they're doing it in a group of people who also have similar passion or similar interest, and we all get together. Kind of call it a cohort.
That's
Get
exciting.
Together. Yeah, get together and do something.
I am imagining. That's really exciting.
And what could they do? Now you imagine.
Okay, you're saying I have interest in some field, and I also have a lot of people who have the same interest coming together.
Some people.
Oh, some people who have interest in the same field
and
come
in the
together.
same age group. Yeah.
Age group. So they are my age group. They come together. So I would want to do a lot of work.
And what kind of work are you imagining?
Everything that's there in the domain, which that can give me ideas to work or start my business or something, which is the real life work.
Yeah, real work. That's what
I
we are
don't
talking
want to
about.
get into all this theory and lectures and books. I want to do the real work.
So imagine I am deciding with people together and I'm doing work. And also imagine not just my parents, but there are other guides who are kind of little guiding us, nudging us only where required. We are pretty much, the youth of today is pretty much capable, confident, as well as they can drive their own lives. So, but they have guides and mentors which they find and kind of put it all together and take it forward. So that is what I want you to imagine.
You got me at mentors. So mentors means people who are like in the industry.
Yes,
who can help me.
Who are doing it right now out there in the industry or in the field. For example, if I'm interested in making films, I will, let's say, a director can be a mentor, or a script writer can be a mentor who is actually doing that work and can little guide me, little mentor me, little support me.
That would be really helpful to actually learn skills that are applicable in my domain.
And what do you think? Just imagine, what do you think? What all would the youth be able to gain out of doing this? What will they get out of it?
Surely very relevant skills that are required in the domain. They are doing actual work. So in a way, work experience.
Okay.
I'm also thinking they also would learn to work in a team, right? Because they are in a cohort.
Yes.
A lot of other people.
Which is how real life is.
Exactly. So that is there. And they're also doing work, so a lot of portfolio work.
Yeah, I'm imagining a fact kind of a thing. I've done this. And they can just use that all. I'm imagining like a self-certification. Almost like a work certificate. Here's my work. Somebody asked me, hey, what's your certificate? This is my certificate. All this work that I've done. See it. The work that I have produced certifies me that I am capable of doing something. Whether I'm looking for a job, whether I'm looking for a assignment, a client, a business, whatever I'm looking for, my work speaks for itself. In due course of time, obviously I will learn along. I'm imagining, learn little from each other in the cohort, learn from mentors, learn through internships, learn through courses, and also I'm imagining learn not just these things. What else you imagine we would learn if we were to do real work and go all out, take up big projects and smash it out in the world?
I'm also thinking this will change me
How?
in a lot of ways, because I am the one who is driving all these things in my way. So I'm learning some places, I'm falling at a lot of places, I'm learning to get up back and reach out to people and see how they're responding to the way I reach out to them. So I'm actually seeing all these interactions change me to some extent.
And imagine, I will also be required to figure out a whole lot of things. How do I connect with mentors? How do I get clients? How do I get projects? How do I get internships? How do I work with this team? How do I get things completed, let's say in a deadline? And also, if we are interested and excited, how can we earn some money doing all of this?
That is something really big. And I'm also thinking, so are you saying it's a lot to do with how I grow as an individual, irrespective of what domain I choose to be in?
Absolutely. In fact, this whole concept of coversity, we've called it coversity, because we imagine a universe where it's a co-universe. We come together and do things. That's why it's coversity. It's like a universe of cooperation and collaboration and connection and all the cores, commitment, all the cores that you can think about. So we all come together and we do things together. But if I am not so sure, let's say after a period of time, let's say after 6 months or a year, yes, I wanted to do filmmaking, but now I'm not so sure. I want to get into programming. So I changed my cohort or my domain.
Really? Is that possible?
No, not just possible. That is the best part of it. Because then I can actually really do deep work and experience it before I cross it out or say, nah, this is good as a hobby, but I don't want to take it as a life. So I can explore anything. I can jump off to finance field or let's say programming, or I can do a business, or I can do a music cohort or a music dance cohort, or I can go to digital marketing, or I can go actually any field. We are not really.
Wait. So are you telling me I can actually taste like, ice cream tastings and then choose whatever ice cream I want?
A little deeper than that. You're actually going to make that ice cream and see, this is the ice cream that I want for let's say 6 months. So I've made that ice cream. I've tried it in all different ways. And I've got feedback from mentors, from the industry, from clients, from people. And then I decide, hey, do I want to try another ice cream? So it's not merely just licking and saying, this is not good. That's too superficial. Right. We're going to deep dive into it. And at the end of it, we are not even saying that one has to choose a profession. Right? It's not about the money. It's about developing myself and also discovering myself.
I'm also seeing a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment, right? Because I choose what I want to do in my style and the way I want to see it.
And are you also imagining a lot of problems, challenges, which I kind of work on, and that is where the guides may also help me. But I work on them so that that's part of life. I develop myself, right? It's not like gonna be a smooth ride. It's gonna be real roller coaster, up and down, up and down.
Who doesn't love roller coasters now?
Yes, absolutely.
Don't we?
So that is what is coversity. That is what we are trying to imagine. Okay, that let us offer this option. We are right now offering it to 14 to 21-year-olds, our young friends in that age group, to go explore this. Yeah, and also imagine, let's say you are not so sure. How about we want to call it deep dive year? How about take off a year, okay, of your life and say, I'm going to deep dive in 1 or 2 domains. Let's say 6 months one domain, 6 months another domain, or 1 year one domain. And then I'm going to decide, hey, is this the way I want to go on life, or I want to choose some other way of doing it?
That's flexible, I would say.
Yeah, the whole idea is of flexibility. Yes. So flexibility means also responsibility. I have to take decisions, and that is where obviously the guides help and the whole support system helps.
I can see so many options in front of me when I look at the concept of coversity. Like, I'm choosing my interest, I'm choosing my style, I'm choosing what I want to do in my domain, but I'm not doing it alone. That's really comforting in a sense, right? There are so many people with me, and all their ideas also I can pick and choose from their ideas as well. I don't have to just rely on my way of looking at it.
Yeah, in some ways it is, my interests, my passions converted to possibilities. What possibilities come out is up to each
Up to
individual.
you. Exactly.
And up to life by itself.
True.
So here is the concept. If you like it, you can connect with us and we can talk more about it. We can co-create it. There is a lot of co-creation here, and we can see how we can support these journeys of different individuals. At least I am very excited.
Me too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.